In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. It is often said that education and the training is something which is very important for a child, and that education and the training of a child determines where he she is heading for, what he or she will become once they grow up, once they become adult, and once they start participating in the collective affairs, and also whatever he she will be doing in their personal life, in their family life, in the life of the society. I think so. I have a question, and a question is whether, as far this learning is concerned, as far this education is concerned, as far this training is concerned, is it something which is meant for the childhood only, for the adolescence only, and for the early ages only? Is it something like that? I think not, and absolutely not. I am of the view that a human being, whether he or she, whether belonging to a developed country or an undeveloped country, a developing country, whether somebody is a poor or a rich, I think so. In each and every case, as far their education is concerned, as far their training is concerned, it must continue, especially as far the training is concerned. Once somebody is out of the childhood, once somebody is out of the adolescence, once somebody is in the 20s, in the 30s, I think so. Whatever the age, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the gender, I think so that as for the education, as for the training of a person is concerned, whether he or she, regardless of their status, regardless of their background, I am of the view, as for the education is concerned, as for the training of a human being is concerned, I think so. It must continue, and it must not be discontinued. As per our religion is concerned, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said that a human being, a Muslim, should start learning from the very childhood, as soon as he she is in the lap of their mother, and from the very that stage to the last stage of their life, till their grave, till as long as they are breathing, till they stop breathing, a human being should keep learning. The learning should be kept in amongst the priorities, because as for the learning is concerned, because as for the training is concerned, this learning and training not only determines what a human being should be doing in their personal life, in their family life, in their life at large, I mean society. I think so that as far this training is concerned, this training should be considered like the blood in the human body. Now look upon the organization, the NGOs, and the non-governmental organizations, especially the defense forces. Now look upon the defense personnel. They are being trained throughout their career, throughout their service. They are kept, they are being trained every now and then. And it is their training actually which determines how competent they are, and it is their competency which determines what the delivery of their services be. And likewise, as far the general public is concerned, as far the civilians are concerned, although their organization are not very much focused upon their training, but still I think so that if at all they want to live better, if at all they want to perform better, if at all they want to lead a good life, if at all they want to become competent. And as far the competency is concerned, competency is directly linked to the training of a human being. A person more inclined toward the training will definitely become a competent person, will definitely live like a competent person, will definitely survive like a competent person, will definitely be able to deliver as good as a competent person. So it is primarily the training of a human being, it is primarily the education of the human being which determines each and everything about their life. So as for the education is concerned, the education obviously, as for the full time education is concerned, as for the hectic education is concerned, it could only be done as long as somebody is in the educational institution. And also for those people who are serving in the defense forces, I think so they're in the defense forces too. These people are provided with the training, with the education, with their professional education, with their professional training. And it, as far their career is concerned, as far their promotions are concerned, all of these remain dependent upon how much competent they have become and how much competent they are. It depends upon the kind of education, upon the incessant education these people are getting. I'm not denying the role of the aptitude. I'm not denying the role of the different other things, the different other factors inside the mind, inside the life of a human being. But the training, by and large, the necessity of the training, the importance of the training does not get reduced at all. Rather, it remains the same. Rather, I shall like to say, as for the passage of time, with the passage of time, as for the time is concerned, with the passage of time, this importance of the education, this importance of the training keeps growing and will keep growing as well. So if at all we want to live honorably here on this earth, if at all we want to become competent enough here in this society or in the society of any other society, in each of the cases, I think so that this training, this education will remain something of paramount importance. Nobody can afford, nobody can afford to ignore, nobody can afford to overlook, nobody can do this. Because if at all somebody does keep overlooking it, if at all somebody keeps ignoring it, if at all somebody does not pay proper attention to it, I think that they will suffer. They may have to face the music, and this is really bad. And each one of us, overwhelming number of us, don't want to see the difficult scenarios in front of us, the difficult situations in front of us. As far this training is concerned, this does not make those scenarios and those situations easy, but at least it can make us more stronger. And being a more stronger human being, it becomes far easy for us to be able to cope and to be able to face those challenges and those difficulties of the life. Thank you.